Hi, this is Mike Aldrete, first base coach for the Oakland A's, and you're listening to Jim on Base.
Welcome back to another episode of the Jim on Base Show. We're here at the Oakland Coliseum with Mike Aldrete. And Mike, it's nice to meet you. How's it going today for you?
Well, we've had a tough start, but you wake up every day and say this is the day that we're going to turn it around, so I'm feeling pretty good.
Well, I got to say it's an honor to have you on because I'm a fellow left-hander.
Oh, wow. There's not a whole lot of us still around.
Are you lefty 100%? Like, do you eat left, shave left, all that? Or?
Pretty much everything left-handed. I do, obviously, use scissors right-handed because when I was growing up, they didn't have left-handed scissors. When I was in high school, I was a punter, and I punted right-footed, but that's about it. Everything else is left-handed.
Well, that's interesting. And you were born in Carmel, right, and grew up in Monterey area. So I heard you talking with some players yesterday. So by default, you got to be good at golf, right?
Yeah, I think by default, since I don't ever get to play, that I'm not a very good golfer. I do love to play golf, but I think like most people, I wish I were a little bit better than I am.
Yeah. And you got to be best friends with Clint Eastwood too, right?
Probably not best friends, but we've met. We know each other. We're from the same area, but or he lives in my area now. But I wouldn't say Clint's calling me to have a beer or anything.
Well, I did think it was interesting, too, because you're a local guy. You got to play for Stanford, too. And I had Jim Plunkett on recently. And you're both the members of the same fraternity, right? Delta Tau Delta?
Yeah, we'll keep that one low because, didn't have a great reputation, the old Delt House. But, I guess you could say we were both members of the Delt House.
Well, who were your favorite players growing up since you're a local guy? Were you a Giants fan? Or?
Well, my dad was born and raised in San Francisco. Went to Balboa High School, and so I grew up Giants, Niners, Warriors from the time I could listen to a radio. I had all three on the radio listening with my dad. So yeah, I grew up a Giants fan, but as time went on and I played for both the Giants and the A's, I've kind of changed into a Bay Area fan, if you will.
I thought it was interesting, too, because you pretty much played for all the California teams except the Dodgers, right?
Correct. All the California teams, both Canadian teams. I got one New York team, but one more Dodgers. I don't think that's happening, though. But one more team, and I can say I played for all the California teams.
And you mentioned the Yankees there. You have a World Series ring, right? Your last year in '96. So I got to ask, what do you do with the ring? Is it in a safe or?
I rarely, if ever, wear it. The times that I do wear it, my wife will set it out on the bed and say, "You're wearing this tonight." And I also have a St. Louis Cardinals World Series ring. So she kind of decides if it's a Cardinal night or a Yankee night.
Well, how long have you been married, and do you have kids or?
We were married in 1989. I guess that makes it 34 years. 3 kids, 2 grandkids. I've got my oldest son and my daughter are both married, and my son Blake, middle one, he's going to get married this off season. So this time next year, I should have all 3 kids married off.
So are they into sports, or when Dad's involved in it, do they kind of shy away from that spotlight, or?
Both. I'd say all 3 of them participated in sports. My 2 boys played baseball in college. My oldest played minor league ball for the Cardinals for 3 years. My daughter, she played volleyball through high school, and then that was about it. But they've been around sports. They've been around the game, and they can't get away from it.
Well, what are your interests away from the game? Are you big into music, or do you like traveling? What's kind of your outside interest from baseball?
As I mentioned earlier, I want to be better at golf, so I do play golf. I just haven't played it enough to get any good at it, but that has not stopped me from trying. And other than that, try to make up for lost time with my wife and kids. And since I'm away quite a bit, I'm going to try to make sure that I put the time in there. So golf, friends, and family, that's pretty much what I do.
Well, I am curious about your time with the Giants. You broke in with them. I've had some great guys from that team, like Bill Lasky, Vida Blue, Will Clark. Were those some good veterans to kind of show you the way when you were young?
I feel very fortunate that when I very first showed up in the big leagues, matter of fact, my very first day in the big leagues, I was in Philadelphia, and I had a message on my phone saying to be in the lobby tomorrow morning at 10:30, and it was from Mike Krukow, and I got up and was in that lobby at 10:30, and Mike Krukow took me around Philly, showed me the ropes. We had some really good veterans between Krukow and Brenly and Jeffrey Leonard and Chili Davis. Like I said, I feel very fortunate to have showed up in the big leagues and had some guys that really did a good job of taking you under their wing and making it tough on you, but also giving you some tough love. And I think that all worked out really well.
Yeah, Mike Krukow, he seems like a guy that can be cool but also stern, right? Like you don't want to get on the bad side. You got to play the game right and everything.
Everything that these guys did, at least in my situation, was proper. They made it. They let me know that I was a rookie, but also at the same time, let me know that hey, we need you, and nothing was too difficult. But there is a rite of passage, and there are some things that you need to go through in order to be a big leaguer, and they made it actually enjoyable. I didn't mind some of the ribbon. I didn't mind some of the little menial tasks that they sent me on. It was all in good fun, all in good nature, and in return, I feel like I gained more than anybody. Just gleaning from them on how to be a big leaguer and how to get through in this game.
Do you keep in touch with the Hum Baby at all, Roger Craig? Or?
I have not. I think, with all the teams that he's managed and with all the players that he's had, I think it would be tough for him. But, I had him for my first couple years, and then, I've been in the game for 30-something years after, which, by the way, is a lot of teams also. So, yeah, it was tough to keep in touch with everybody. But, definitely fond memories, though.
Well, you are coaching now, and like you said, you're the first base coach. So do you keep it light over there? Do you ever crack jokes, or is it all business?
No, I do try to keep it light. I also try to, guys play better when they're relaxed, and, maybe not a lot of joke telling, but, a lot of things to just to keep it light and to make sure that, that there's no real pressure, even though there is pressure. And like I said, I think guys perform best when they're at ease.
Well, we'll wrap it up here, but one of my final questions for you. You've played baseball professionally. You have kids, grandkids. What's maybe the biggest accomplishment you've had in life? Have you ever thought about that, or maybe thing you're most proud of?
Well, I have thought about it, especially recently, that the one thing that from my standpoint that I feel like we're all put on this earth for, and that's my grandkids. So I've got 2 grandkids, and I look at them and I think, this is why I'm here.
Well, Mike, it was fun getting to meet you. Thanks for coming on the show, and looking forward to seeing you around the yard.
My pleasure. Anytime.